Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Ming Chen from Comic Book Ben, and you're listening to Best Threesome Ever. Find Best Threesome Ever on Facebook. Search Best Threesome Ever. That's 3 with the number 3. It is my favorite podcast.
Welcome to Best Threesome Ever, a podcast discussing all things revolving around nerdy pop culture. Probably not what you were expecting, but it's just as fun. Now here are your hosts, Nick, Rob, and Kevin.
Wasn't sure if you were. That's right. You were doing.
I was doing titty stuff.
He's doing titty stuff.
Very important. Very important.
Very important titty stuff.
Very important. Extremely important.
VITS for short. Very important titty stuff. VITS.
It's like Fallout's VATS, but like way more important.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Best Threesome Ever, episode 143, brought to you by Heroic Goods and Games and Jaybird Wines. I am Nick.
I am Rob.
I am Kevin.
And Happy New Year, people.
Yeah.
It's a new year. It just feels
2022.
I feel like I haven't seen you guys since last year.
Well, we got a couple things to talk about. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. I'm ignoring it. It's fine. Let's move on.
While I am not, I don't want to say I'm not shocked by it, but like it was very sad that Betty White passed away on New Year's Eve. But also,
like she has amazing comic timing because everyone was like, she's going to be 100, and she went check out early.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah,
but even right beforehand, she was like, "I'm going to be 100."
Yeah, and then they made a big hype about the show about her 100th birthday, and it was like, no, you don't understand. Oh, you cursed it, you fuckers.
Yeah. So Betty White was so goddamn funny, even her body had perfect comic timing.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how I feel about that sentence right now, but I'll get over it.
That's okay. I was going to just let it
And
slide.
like it came right on the heels of John Madden too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I think it died on the 30th.
Yeah, 29th or 30th, one of the two.
Now, him being short of the goalposts, that makes sense.
Hey. There you go. We're getting better.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, Betty White passed us. Like, sad, but like at the same time, not like, I mean, she was 99 for goodness gracious sakes. Looked good for 99.
Well, there was once again, and there's a part of me that's really happy that we've moved back to the old tried and true scheme of the rule of 3, because the last couple of years have been such shit.
Yeah.
That us doing rule of 3 feels like we're getting back to normal. Sidney Poitier, of course, passed.
Great actor.
Right after Betty White, and then as we're recording this, we're recording on Monday,
The day
after Bob Saget passed.
All right. Comedians, man. Comedians are going down.
Yeah. Well, Sidney Poitier was not considered a comedian,
no,
but yeah.
2 out of 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Depending on how you look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like
I'm sure he's told jokes in his films, but for the most part, they've been very. he's a dramatic kind of guy.
If you've seen In the Heat of the Night, any joke he told in that movie had quite a bit of edge to it. By the way, you should see In the Heat of the Night if you've never seen it.
I have seen it.
An amazing film.
We watched it in some class in high school.
Presumably for like a film analysis, I'm sure. No?
It wasn't a film class. I don't remember. Great. What the hell was it? I don't know. Something American something. I don't know.
Sure.
Anyways.
It's a great film.
We also watched the Red Green Show in that same class.
Huh.
Maybe it was like a film media something. I don't remember.
Interesting.
Right.
All right.
I don't remember why we watched the
Fair.
Red Green Show.
But yeah, Sidney Poitier, known for some of the greatest films of all time. And then Bob Saget. He's known to have told one of the dirtier Aristocrats jokes.
It's true. It was the first, probably next to...
Gilbert Gottfried's?
No, I was going to say probably like the second time other than that... Dumb and Dumber when he says shit a lot. Probably the first time I ever heard Bob Saget swear.
Oh,
was
sure.
Aristocrats.
Was while he's telling the Aristocrats joke.
Was not aware that Bob
his
Saget was
blue. Sense of humor is so fucking filthy, and people didn't know because of America's Funniest Videos and fucking Full House. He was known as this wholesome dad guy, and he's like, I'm not.
Here's the thing.
I'm disgusting.
But here's the thing that happened over the last 24 hours that I find really, really fascinating. People didn't know that, and so are now like retroactively trying to cancel Bob Saget for some shit he did that he has apologized, that he did apologize for, mind you. But like shit that he did and then shit that people said about him at a roast where they're making shit up anyways. So like, and it's because like everyone's like, oh, he's America's dad. I'm like, he was fucking awful, you guys. He was filthy.
He was very filthy.
He was the bluest of blue comics. Like in our generation, I don't think there was a bluer comic.
But a lot of people just didn't see his comedy. They only saw the three things that he was kind of a wholesome dad in.
Right, and I think you're exactly right. I think most people's introduction to him was Full House and then America's Funniest Videos.
And then How I Met Your Mother.
Right, and then there are other, unless you're part of the comedic, the comedy groups or the comedy scene, especially in LA or New York or wherever, and, the Laugh Factory and all those places where he performed with all of the greats of the comedy world. You just didn't see him until he was introduced, which he did nothing, the complete opposite of what his comedy was. So
yeah, he would walk out on stage and go, all right, you guys, get ready. This is Danny Tanner telling a bunch of dick jokes. That's just what's going to happen tonight. Yeah. If you're not ready for that, go ahead and leave. It's okay. I'm not mad at you.
Right, exactly.
Like, he knew what his show was. But, like, I don't know. I've seen... So there is a story that he did cop up to in his memoir and then was like, yeah, that wasn't... I should not have done that. I was being stupid. So on the set of Full House... of course, the kids can't be on the set at all times because child labor laws. Mm-hmm. So they have stand-ins, including like mannequin stand-ins. Well, they had a mannequin stand-in for one of the twins, and he was very friendly with it. We'll put it that way. Now, is that gross? Yes. Is it an inanimate object, and we shouldn't say that he sexually assaulted a mannequin? Also, yes, we should not. Come on. And he has come out and been like, that was crass. And the worst part of that, by the way,
80s humor, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. By the way, the worst part of that was, unfortunately, he didn't know that the monitors were on to the classrooms, so the kids heard him. And that was the part where he went, okay, I fucked up. That was bad. That should not have had. He's like, I regret that. But people are online going, oh, he sexually assaulted a doll. I'm like, it's an inanimate object. What's your problem? Like, I don't agree with people who are getting up in arms over that story.
But I do have a segue. Speaking of Bob Saget, How I Met Your Mother, and terrible things done with a mannequin. So Kim Cattrall...
I'm curious where we're going with this.
No, that worked. Go ahead.
They released the trailer for How I Met Your Mother. How I Met Your Father.
Yeah.
With Kim Cattrall playing the Bob Saget role.
Yep.
Of the voiceover of a young Hillary. Hillary Duff is the younger version.
Yeah.
And it looks pretty good.
It looks okay. Yeah.
I'm going to watch it.
I know you will, and I probably will a little bit too.
Premieres tomorrow, I think.
Oh.
I probably will not watch it.
Kim Cattrall did a movie called Mannequin.
Yes, I know.
Okay,
and it was bad.
If you didn't get it, then that was, or if you knew that already, that was for our audience. But I just wanted to point out that actually pretty clever segue.
Yeah, and I think I've seen both Mannequin 1 and 2.
Ooh, I never saw 2. Good lord.
Oh no!
It was a hot woman in a movie, and I was a young kid. What do you want from me?
It was Kim Cattrall in a movie. Let's not confuse the two.
I was a young kid.
Okay.
Kim Cattrall fine.
There was
leave her alone.
There was potential naughty bits being shown. I didn't know.
Sure, that's fair.
Saying, USA Up All Night was a thing.
No, that's a good point. I will say this about Kim Cattrall. She was in a television show, of course, with
Sound it out. Use your words.
Sarah Jessica Parker, and they look very similar. That is my answer to Kim Cattrall's fine.
They look nothing alike.
They look very similar. I'm sorry.
They look nothing alike. Although Kim Cattrall was in a Star Trek movie.
Sure was.
She was in Star Trek 6.
She was New Sarek.
Yeah.
Yes.
But not Sarah.
New Savick.
New Savick. Sorry. New Savick. After they gave Kirstie Alley the old boot.
Yeah, but had a different name. Lieutenant Valeris was her name.
Yes.
So, yeah, good times.
Anyways.
I liked her in Police Academy, though.
Oh, yeah. How was that?
Kim Cattrall was in Police Academy?
I'm 83% sure. Now I have to look it up.
Was it?
Was it Police Academy? Or was it one of the sequels? Because I could believe one of the sequels, but I've seen... She
Daisy!
She was! Look at that!
She looks cute as shit, too.
She does look cute in that picture. I'll give you that one.
Yeah, that was Police Academy. Wait. Let me guess. Wait. She was in Police Academy. Don't wait.
It was the first one.
I was trying to remember the movie.
Right, but you were going to say a number, and
Yeah, it was the fucking first one, man.
I was... Okay. Ruined my fun.
I'm sorry.
yeah.
Kim
that's what
Cattrall,
we're
come on
here
our podcast. I'm calling it. Wait, Ron Perlman was in Police Academy?
for. Was he?
Yes.
Do I need to watch Police Academy again?
No, you do not.
I think I do.
I think I'm going to watch Police Academy again.
I think we should watch Police Academy together, Kevin.
It's been a long time.
And we'll FaceTime Nick so he can still experience us watching a movie together.
God, Nick has feelings about, Police Academy.
Well, the first one... Well, I mean, they're all just horribly 80s and did not age well
Oh, of course not.
at all.
There's a fellatio scene in at least the first one, probably the second and third one as well.
And the whole running like the Blue Oyster Club and the everything else. Yeah. It did not age well, especially even the later ones. Although did watch the hell out of them when I was a kid. But the first one was the only one with like real nudity in it. There's titties in it. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait.
That's the one where
But it's 80s titties, right?
Houlihan. No, it's Houlihan, the tall blonde, jumps into the pool in a white T-shirt with no bra on. And it's like, who wants to come save me?
Oh.
And it's very pronounced.
Yeah, right. It's cold. Got it.
Right. Well, you can see through it. I mean,
Sure, I assumed.
yeah. And she's like the hot blonde, beat her up, like can beat anybody up, kung fu master,
Nice.
police sergeant, whatever. And she gets promoted to lieutenant at some point. Anyways,
That was a fun trip.
it was. Police Academy movies.
So yeah, Bob Saget passed, and so did Betty White, and so did Sidney Poitier.
Yeah. Very sad.
I loved him in South Park.
Sir.
Did he turn into like the Mothra monster?
I
Yes, he
think
did.
so, yeah.
No, Robert Smith did. What the fuck did Sidney Poitier turn into? Oh, it was like a Gamera, the big turtle.
Oh, yeah.
To fight
Yeah.
Barbra Streisand.
To Mecha Streisand, yeah.
Yeah, Mecha Streisand. Oh, right, Mecha
That's a good
Streisand.
episode.
Good lord.
I wanted to ask this on the last episode, but I forgot. In the trailer for Doctor Strange, did we see Defender Strange flipping through the little ponytail Defender Strange?
Maybe. I know they've officially shown him on the toy on the back of it, like the official image for Defender Strange. But I don't recall if we actually saw like a full-fledged... Like, I'm sure there was like a passing, just like we didn't really see America Chavez, but we saw kind of flashes of her.
Right. Well, and people are thinking it's not only because of the toy, because fucking toys ruin everything, but the ponytail. There's a scene where he's like kind of doing twirls and the ponytail, and so people are like, ooh, it's Defender Strange.
Probably, yeah.
So I would want to see a scene with Benedict Cumberbatch and playing him 3 different versions of himself.
That's the goal.
Yeah. Isn't it? The goal of every actor to play themselves in the same scene in different versions. Or not themselves, but playing the character. Anyways, you know what I meant.
Benedict Cumberbatch doesn't have the luxury of having 2 other actors having played the character before.
Just one, and it was terrible.
Just one, and we don't talk about that.
No, we do not. Because it didn't even end up being Doctor Strange because they lost the license. So they ended up having to call it something else.
Oh, that's right. And it was a Hammer film, right? No, not a Hammer film. It was one of... You know what I mean, though. It was the 80s canon. It was a canon film.
Okay, so here's my...
Hold on one second.
Go ahead,
So it was
go ahead.
Dr. Mordred, and it was starring Jeffrey fucking Combs of every spare character in Star Trek fame ever.
What was he playing? Dr. Mordred? Stephen Mordred?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Dr. Mordred was an ancient sorcerer sent to Earth to protect the planet from an invasion from the fourth dimension, sometimes referred to as the dark dimension. Ooh. Yeah, it was. Oh my God, there was a power called Cabal that was clearly like modeled on Dormammu, and yeah, it was Dr. Mordred.
So here's a thought too for what we were disappointed with, but also might open doors for other things. So one, I think we kind of discussed a little bit, like the little bloob that was left could find the Eddie Brock. That's also Tom.
Spoiler alert.
Tom the Tom Hardy in Holland's universe.
Like the version of Eddie Brock in Holland's universe, as long as it's not Topher Grace, man.
Yeah,
there's somebody. He does not need a redemption. He had no business
being in a superhero film. By the way, we can go ahead and skip Eddie Brock and move right to Agent Venom because we have Tony Revolori available for Agent Venom as Flash.
Yeah, but he has to be on Spider-Man first. This has to be established.
That's fair.
But it could potentially open another door because we haven't met the Spider-Man in the Venomverse yet, who could be a past Spider-Man who might finally get his third movie.
I mean, I don't know how I feel about retroactively making Venom or Tom Hardy's Venom part of
an already established.
Oh, by the way, spoilers, folks. I don't know if we said that. I don't remember if we did or not.
We did. For a little bit, and then you can come back.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if putting Tom Hardy retroactively into Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man universe is great, but mostly because the tonal difference is a lot. It would make more sense for Tobey's world, but they already have a Venom there.
Yeah, and not just that, but like there would have been some kind of establishment of how weird things are. Like Venom really seems to be the first weird thing to happen in that universe.
Yeah.
Now we have yet to see if Morbius truly is the Venomverse or not.
It seems to already be established from the trailer in the Tom Holland verse because of things in the background
but he now this could be cut from the movie entirely, and it could be just it could be a red herring in the trailer, like they are wont to do with us. But the whole I am Venom. I'm just kidding. I'm Doctor not acting really well in this scene.
Nice.
That whole scene is super awkward to me, and I hate it.
Yeah. Not super excited about this Morbius.
See, and that's the thing. I am.
Yeah.
I'm still excited about it. I think it's going to be a really good Marvel Batman movie.
Yeah. That's fair.
You're not wrong.
But
I just feel it's going to be more like a Dorian Gray movie from League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. But obviously I'll see it. I'm just not in a rush to see it.
I don't think that's true, but then
they're different characters, but they're not the same.
When is that coming out?
Soon.
How you doing there, Kev?
Getting tired.
I'm sorry, man.
It's all right.
Well, it's good. Good thing.
Oh, January 28th. Holy shit!
Really? Wow.
Soon. Super soon.
Super.
But I'm sorry that you're tired. It's a good thing no one made you wait here half an hour for them to get here.
For the first time this week, I'm not tired. Speaking of other Marvel things, this will kind of. Well, maybe I might save this. Never mind. I might save that for later. We're gonna do a
dope.
We're gonna do a couples massage at the end for Hawkeye and Boba Fett. For the complete series of Hawkeye, and then the couple episodes of Boba Fett, since we want to kind of spoil it.
Okay, I'm there.
The couples massage. Yep.
So I like that one actually. I don't hate that one.
That's the one I came up with when we did Mortal Kombat and WandaVision.
Oh, okay.
Mortal Kombat and
Captain America: Winter Soldier.
That's it.
It feels classy.
So some things have come out since we last talked, and I think we can talk about them without spoiling anything. I saw West Side Story.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
And I have to say, it was better than I expected. And it was really good. And they did everything that I normally would hate, didn't hate it. And when I said I would like to see them do a movie that has Spanish and no subtitles, they did that. They don't have any subtitles for any of the Spanish
Oh, that's awesome.
at all, and it's great.
I love that. Yeah, that's super cool.
It was super.
Really glad I speak a little, or should I say un poquito?
But it's kind of funny because they keep saying in English because they're like trying to practice their English.
Sure.
So it's kind of funny, but it's also very authentic, and I like that. But overall, like I said, there's some things that I normally hate in a movie, like when you take a song and you have somebody else sing it that it doesn't make any sense. In this movie, they do that a lot, and it doesn't bug me at all. It works perfectly well. They changed the order of the normal stage show a little bit, but it makes perfect sense the way they do it. Like the way they do the cool song, boy, boy, crazy boy, stay cool, boy, which happens right after the Rumble. Well, they do it before the Rumble, and they do this really cool. It's really cool. Trust me, you will not hate it. It's very cool, and they do like this really cool in the school dance scene.
Oh yeah,
They extend it quite a bit, and they do this kind of cool tango, mambo dance fighting thing.
Sure,
and it's awesome. Even though Maddie Ziegler's in it, but whatever.
What's wrong with Maddie Ziegler? I think she's fine.
Maybe it's just more of like a.
They put an actual professional dancer in the scene. How dare they?
They put a lot of professional dancers in the scene.
Yeah, but they put a name and probably the biggest young professional dancer that everyone knows.
What's her name is amazing. It took me forever to realize who it was that plays Anita. She is from Hamilton. She plays the Bullet. She's married to Daveed Diggs, or they're dating.
I have to look this up. She plays the Bullet?
Yeah,
I know who you're talking about too. Yeah,
yeah, her. She's really good. And then Doc is a female. It's Doc's wife. Doc has passed, and it's his widowed wife, who is Latina or Puerto Rican, and it's played by the original Anita from the original West Side Story.
Yeah, Rita Moreno.
Yes. And the way that it was filmed, it's like sometimes you feel like you're watching kind of a retro film, or like a touched-up 1960s version. Sometimes you feel like you're watching a musical that's filmed, and then sometimes you feel like you're watching a stage show that was filmed, and that, like, it just, can't describe it, but it was just amazing to watch, because with like the way that they film, how film is now with digital and all that cool stuff, it was not like it didn't look like a modern film, but it was, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And the way they did some other things with some lighting and some fun little trick things, that was fun, and I recommend seeing it. You don't necessarily have to see it in a theater, but I definitely recommend checking it out, especially if you like West Side Story, or if you've never seen West Side Story and you want an introduction into it. It's very good, and I like that they included anybody in it and made not a big deal about it, but made their own story arc about it, his own story arc about it, and that was kind of nice. Where it went from rejection to get away and we don't accept you, and then it was we accept you as one of the guys. And so that was kind of fun and cool.
I didn't see sorry. I didn't see West Side Story, but I did see another Hispanic-based musical. And that is Encanto.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna need a hand here.
That movie is fucking fire, dude.
Is it
fucking fire?
Have you not seen it yet?
No.
Oh,
Dude.
friend.
Oh.
Here, you'll need this.
Do it.
You'll need that.
Holy shit.
Okay. I'm not watching it right now.
It is bangers from start to finish.
Oh,
Is it?
God, yeah.
Because Lin-Manuel Miranda
Of course.
helmed the damn thing.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the TikTok I sent in group with where they mixed Hamilton into
Encanto. We don't talk about Bruno.
Yeah.
I watched it again today. That's how good it is.
And the part that Lin-Manuel did on West Side Story, you can tell.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
He very much has a style now.
Right.
Yeah. Almost like a signature, like kind of beat structure.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, you mean he can't resist a song with super fast internal rhymes that are syncopated against the beat. Yeah.
It wasn't even that. I think he more really explained to probably Steven Spielberg and in some of the dance and stuff about the Puerto Rican culture.
Sure, and
it was well incorporated.
His West Side Story work was done after In the Heights, but before his mega stardom of Hamilton and all that stuff. So like his work with that, his real style comes out more and like it starts in the Bring It On musical.
Right.
It must. That's not the right word, but I'm going to use it because I can't come up with the right one. Oh no, solidifies. There we go. It solidifies in Hamilton, and it goes to extremes in Encanto,
and in all of his wonderful work behind the scenes that nobody knew about during the Academy Awards,
Tonys.
That's what I meant. One of them award things. Yet also, when you watch it, and if you've seen the Family Guy episode where Peter has that West Side Story, like he can't get the dance steps right at the beginning, you just feel like you're like, come on, guys, to be part of this gang, you've got to know how to do these dance steps, man. Come on. No?
We moved on to my thing.
I'm sorry.
And somehow you brought it back to your
I'm sorry.
I'm feeling very disrespected.
I'm sorry.
Encanto is Colombian.
Yes. Sorry.
Thank you.
I was mentally...
So anyways, what's next on the list?
So Encanto's.
Yes, Encanto, please. I love talking about this movie. I'm happy to do it. I just went for the joke, buddy. I'm sorry.
So, I think if there was a word that was weeb, but for Hispanic culture, that would be me.
Neat. That's fair.
I don't think there is one, but we might need to make one.
Okay.
Be a chef in Florida for a few days, and it'll. You can't not.
I mean,
build an appreciation.
Be a cook in almost any restaurant, really. But I mean, yes, Florida, New York, L.A. Those are places where it's going to happen a lot.
Yeah.
But here in the Twin Cities, we do okay on that front.
Yes, we do.
That's why I have a little bit of kitchen Spanish left. Not a ton.
It's mostly swears.
Yeah, but I could swear with the best cooks in town.
I'm not gonna lie. I had a friend in 5th grade. Well, it was like all through elementary school. He was from Venezuela. Alex Marino was his name. We played soccer together, and of course, why learn any other actual Spanish words? But of course, the first things I ask him about, what are the swear words in Spanish? So I learned those at a very young age because I'm a stupid kid.
Did you notice the adorable cultural swear in Encanto? Because it was there.
Which one?
Augustine, the dad.
Mm-hmm. Played by Fez from fucking...
Yeah.
That 70s show.
Yeah. He at one point... Oh, it was after they've got the vision, and what's her name hears them across the way. And he looks at her and goes... No, not Julieta. The other one. I can't. I
Not
just watched
Isabel,
it.
but the one who isn't Isabel or the fucking Mirabelle.
Yeah, or Luisa for that matter.
Dolores,
thank you. Yeah, Dolores hears them and goes, "I heard it," and then walks off. And I noticed this today watching it. He looks across the way and he goes, "Miércoles." If you don't know, of course, the word for shit in Spanish is mierdad, but the version of in English we have shit or poop or damn or hell or something like that. So instead of saying shit, you say crap. Right. Instead of mierdad, you go miércoles, which, by the way, means Wednesday. Right. But that was fun.
Wednesday is the poop of the week.
Yes, it is. But it's a weird cultural thing that exists in Spanish, and if you don't know what you're looking for, you don't know what's going to happen. But it was fun to watch.
But yeah, the cast is slamming.
Fucking
all Hispanic,
rip-roaringly star-studded.
with the exception of the
the toucan bird.
The toucan who's played by Alan fucking Tudyk
Of course he is.
because he went to Juilliard.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
He plays animals with the best of them.
But Rosa from Brooklyn Nine-Nine plays the main girl, Mirabelle.
Stephanie
and,
Beatrice.
She's awesome.
Yep.
I had no idea she could sing, and it's like
She was in the Heights.
and
She was in the movie In the Heights. But Abuela in the movie In the Heights is the singing voice of Abuela in this movie, too.
Oh, nice.
which is funny.
Yeah.
So and it's you can hear that it's Stephanie Beatrice, but like your audible what you're used to is this deep dark
Yeah.
mad Rosa Diaz. But in this
and
she's
she's
so
like,
chipper and
Hola,
bright and
me llamo Mirabelle. Can you say family dysfunction?
oh god.
Good job. Yeah.
So this movie is about trauma and family
shit.
expectations and
This movie is about what happens when a stage mom gets superpowers. I'm not kidding. That's what this movie is. I'm absolutely serious.
I know you are.
You should watch it. It's great.
Is it Disney?
It is. It's
It is
Disney Plus.
and it's on Disney Plus streaming right now.
Yeah.
I'd put it in your life as soon as we sign out.
Oh, absolutely. John Leguizamo is a joy in this movie.
Probably one of the better villain not villains,
Yeah.
which Disney has been pushing more of lately
I appreciate that they have no
because they
actual villain in this movie. There is one, but there isn't.
exactly. There is very much a villain, and you're gonna hate that bitch. But there's no like villain song per se. But there are two that hit all the villain song notes, and that's we don't talk about Bruno because he's the black sheep of the family. And then there's Surface Pressure.
Surface Pressure, yeah.
sang by Luisa, and that song is. Both those songs are the hits of the soundtrack.
They are.
They go so fucking hard.
Also, Luisa is played by a woman by the name of Jessica Darrow.
who has not been in much.
No, she hasn't been in much at all. She's a Cuban American whose credits add up to Encanto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's blowing up hard right now.
She is,
and
she deserves it.
And she is just like she'll post things on like her Twitter and TikTok and stuff where she's just like, I don't. You guys can't do this to me. I'm not ready for this.
Right.
Because her character Luisa, who's the strong woman,
Yeah.
is all the characters are very well rounded, and she hits hard in her song.
For added fun of just absolute incongruity between character and actor, she's like 5'2", tiny little
Like
fucking
90 pounds soaking wet.
waif of a girl and has this deep ass voice that melts chocolate. It's amazing.
She's kind of Hispanic Joanna.
She is kind of Hispanic Joanna, actually. Wow. Yeah, you're right.
Except she likes spicy food.
Well, maybe.
hopefully.
Joanna's also not that gay. Not that gay.
Okay.
That's what I said. Which, by the way, she also handled that delightfully because someone was crass on her TikTok and was like, "Are you gay?" And she's like, "Dude, look at my haircut." And she's a very short pixie cut. And it's very cute. And she's just like, she handled an asshole and a troll with class. And I was like, yes, she's currently one of my surprise stars of 2022.
There you go.
But yeah, no, the whole cast is really good. Really, really good. Like the kid from Runaways plays Camilo, and he's fun. I don't know, man. Understand, if you go into this movie, you're going to you may have to deal with some of your own family trauma.
Big time. One thing I'm kind of curious about is why Hercules didn't look like Hercules.
Yeah,
Heracles?
I'm okay with it. I understand.
It just seems like such a natural.
I also bumped on it just a little bit.
3D version of Disney's Hercules. There in her song, she's like, "Did Hercules ever say no? I'm not going to fight Cerberus."
Yeah.
That's kind of is what the line is about, and it shows Hercules about to fight Cerberus, and then Louisa does it instead. But
it's not Hercules as you assume he is in Disney World.
And it probably copyrights.
No, it's owned by Disney.
But you have to pay the artist if you use their work.
Clements and Musker are still on the payroll. They could easily have been like, "You guys get a bonus this year. Don't worry."
I know, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, I don't think that
is.
Because I mean, they took all the princesses and popped them into the CG realm with Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph, yeah.
Sure
There was no reason not to throw not to throw Herc a bone. I found it very curious, and I guess I want to know why.
I would understand them not doing it if they had to pay fucking Tate Donovan. By the way, Tate Donovan, anyone? No, don't remember who that is. Okay,
I would assume the voice of Hercules.
yes, the voice of Hercules.
Okay.
He was also like Rachel's boyfriend on Friends for a hot minute.
Right.
And Jennifer Aniston's actual real life boyfriend for a bit longer. Anything
else about Encanto besides go see it?
Without spoiling anything, I don't have a ton more. Actually, no. I will say this: he doesn't get nearly as much screen time as I think he deserves, but there is a beautiful chunk of representation for an Afro-Latino character in animation finally, and it's this little kid named Antonio, and he's the youngest of the family, and he's very cute and has some of the better lines in the movie, and he's pretty integral to the plot, but doesn't get nearly as much screen time as I think he deserved. I mean, I know it's Mirabel's story, but
because he was, especially in the beginning, was very much her support, because in the beginning she doesn't have a lot of support because she doesn't have any powers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the plot of the film. It's a whole family of superheroes and with cool powers, and she's the one without them.
Yeah. But she's the heart of the family.
I mean, and there's theories online of no, Mirabel has powers, and guys, everyone else got a room. She gets nothing. Her room disappeared in front of her eyes. She doesn't have powers. But there are conspiracy theories on the internet that she has powers. She didn't get a room. Everyone else got a room.
I understand you're posturing for reasons, but it just makes it sound like you didn't pay attention to the movie.
What do you mean? I don't think she has powers. I mean, I think she has.
Do we get into spoiler territory here?
We're about to.
We're about to? Okay.
I'm trying to figure out if Rob is posturing for the sake of not wanting to give spoilers, or if he truly doesn't. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. I think I know what you're going to say, and that's either here or there. That's a 50-50 in my book. But
I'm all right.
Do you mean the house?
No, we'll get to
it. Speaking of not spoiling other movies, so The Matrix, that was a movie.
It sure was a film I watched.
Okay, and then moving on.
With my eyes.
If you saw the first Matrix, you've seen this Matrix. It was fucking meta as fuck.
I've heard that.
So there were 3 movies that came out recently that decided to suck their own dicks.
Yeah.
And that was Ghostbusters Afterlife, Spider-Man No Way Home, and Matrix the Resurrections?
Yes, the Matrix Erections. So which one succeeded at sucking its own dick?
The what?
Which one succeeded at sucking its own dick?
The one who gave itself its best autofellatio was Spider-Man, obviously.
Okay.
Ghostbusters in a very second place. I agree. It just was a little too heavy-handed with its old 80s music.
Yep.
Sure.
Matrix 4 was just here's a bunch of clips from Matrix.
Oh.
But
there's going to be some plot in between, but here's a bunch of...
It was a clip show.
It was a clip show.
Really?
Now, don't get me wrong. The last half an hour or so was fucking tight.
Yeah.
Just butthole tight.
Yep.
And it rocked the yard for about 28 minutes at the end there.
All right.
But up until that point, it's self-satisfied. Just was awful.
It was the first time.
I got the point they were trying to make. They were trying to remind us of what was going on, but it's you don't have to. We get it.
Yeah.
Right. You could have just
Everyone on Earth saw the Matrix. You're fine.
Yeah.
Right.
And what bugged me the most about that is they kept showing it, especially the one where they're you're now seeing scenes from your video game. It's first of all, know his own video games. Second, because they're trying to make it seem like Neo created. Well, not Neo. The Matrix was a video game that he created and became very popular, and it's like a RPG, whatever. But they're showing clips from the movie, like that's his video game. I'm like, then make it look like it's a video game and not a fucking movie, because that's what bugged me. I'm like, if you're gonna say it's a video game, then digitize them a little bit. You can do the same fucking shit, just digitize them a little bit.
And like they brought in this new cool character who they could have focused more on but didn't. I hope she's in more of the next one.
Sure.
The one became the two because now Trinity is just as important figure in the one lore as
This I appreciate.
And same. This is why the last half an hour is fucking baller, because it's mostly just her bringing it to the yard and just slapping Barney Stinson right on his stupid face.
Yay!
Yeah, and I made the prediction that I thought he was the architect. I was kind of
right. He's basically the successor to the architect.
Yeah.
He's the architect
okay.
2.0.
And Jonathan Groff was very awesome as a villain. Mr. Smith, villainish. No?
Every time we called him Tom, we all died a little inside.
It's true.
Sabra took it worst of everyone. Every time we did, she would just like, I don't like it. But it didn't feel right.
Yeah.
And I understand they're trying to do something new, and it was. But like,
let me separate it. I'm sorry. Let me separate that real quick. I agree, but like I thought that him being a villain was very well
his
done.
performance otherwise was good.
Yes.
Just the Tom thing bugged me. But I just feel so bad for Sentinel Morpheus.
Yeah. Why are they always naked?
I don't know.
Okay.
But the Sentinel agent Morpheus got a raw deal because basically the whole time, not only were they just reminding you that he wasn't Lawrence Fishburne, but he kept saying, I sure wish I was Lawrence Fishburne.
Oh, no.
Sucks to be me, I guess.
Yep.
Why am I here?
Yep.
We know who you want.
Yep.
It's not me. I know I'm good looking.
Yep.
And we're gonna accentuate the fact that I'm very good looking
By being naked all the time.
but we know who you want. I'm sorry,
Right.
guys.
That
And
sucks.
I feel bad for him.
And
Because he deserved better than that, because he was good.
the biggest disappointment was that with all the advancements in technology and makeup and everything, for some odd reason, this movie still can't age somebody and make them look good. Because poor Jada Pinkett Smith just...
Oh, yeah, she looked like shit.
Yeah, horrible. This word, like... What is this, like 1933? And
But they have the ability to
Yeah.
make people look realistically old. Look at fucking Steve Rogers at the end of Endgame.
Yeah.
He looked...
That's
Old.
a reasonable approximation of what Chris Evans may look like when he's old.
right. And they, I don't know, slap some shit on her face and were like, just walk with a cane and with a limp and slower.
We need and I don't know who gave the direction to do like a really like cliche old lady. Oh, I'm Nairobi. Here I am. I'm going to tell you about my days of being a general. Hoo-ha! Am I right? No. You don't want young whippersnappers? I'll kick your ass, but I'm too old and tired. I got to take ointment. That she sounded like Adam Sandler doing an impression of Jada Pinkett Smith doing an impression of an old person.
Oh, no.
He's not wrong. That's 100% accurate. You are 1,000% accurate.
And she's better than that, too.
She is, yeah. You were angry about this movie.
It's like,
it sucked.
because there were so many things that it could have been, and there were so many things that it did right that it sort of pushed into a corner.
I'm not going to lie. I'm glad I didn't pay money to see it in the theater. I watched it online.
It's the same on HBO. We were going to see it in theater, but then we decided to pull back just because of the holidays and
Good choice.
and the Rona, and I would have been mad about that $50. I assure you.
Me too. But Ghostbusters, without spoiling it, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, super good.
Super good.
Like I said, it needed to chill out on its own old music and
Yep.
sound effects and
Yeah.
stuff, but.
Yeah. Paul Rudd was delightful.
Paul Rudd was delightful. Olivia Wilde
Yeah.
as Gozer, one of the three people playing fucking Gozer.
Right. And then the prodigy child, the girl, delightful.
want to see her in more stuff.
Yep.
She was very cool.
Yep, very cool. And without spoiling anything, not gonna lie, the ending was very appropriate, I felt.
If you ever watch the end of the Cell saga on Dragon Ball Z, you know what's up.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay, sure.
So those movies happened.
Wow. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow. The whole movie spoiled now. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Star Trek Discovery's back out. A few episodes.
Yep. Tilly's gone.
Yeah.
And I'm mad about it.
Yeah.
Like she's not gone. She can come back. Even the actress has said, I will be back, I promise, for the second half of season 2.
Is there a reason why she
I don't know.
the character or
She just said this is the story that they wrote, and they ran it by me first. I said, yes, it's okay, because I know she also is a very recent mother. And so she's like, I will take extra time to spend time with my kick-ass husband and adorable baby. And
yeah.
So she's out of the series for a little bit?
just for a little bit, yeah.
Have you not been keeping up?
But they have
I still haven't started it.
they've really upped the gray.
Okay.
Yeah.
And oh god, why am I blanking on their name?
What?
The non-binary.
She's promoted to ensign.
There.
Yeah.
Exactly. But gray is easy to remember because it's gray.
Right.
I hate his mullet,
Yeah. I'm not.
and I feel like that should be the only controversial thing about that character. But I hate his mullet. I hate it. Please
do.
Stop. Just shave it. Get rid of it. I don't like it.
his mullet. There is it. Is it supposed? It's the character is supposed to be a he or is it a they?
Yes, he is a he.
Okay.
Gray is a he. The other one is they.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
And the fact that Anthony Rapp and the Doctor have adopted them as kind of their
Adira. It's Adira.
as their kids is wonderful, and their little family is just delightful as all fuck. And I like that what they've done with the computer, with the ship. They literally have made the ship a character now.
They have.
Especially in the last episode. The mid-season episode was very... I felt it was pushing a little on the Star Trek, but at the same time it was like...
But it's so far in the future. It is a new thing now.
Right. And I thought that episode was very... And Anthony Rapp's character, there's something that bugs me about him, but I can't put my finger on it.
Because he's Anthony Rapp.
No, it's not that. I don't know. Maybe it's the way he acts or the way... Like, he's always talking with his chin up. I don't know if
I think that's just Anthony Rapp.
maybe, but it doesn't seem like that's always Anthony Rapp. But he just seems to act and his chin's always up.
But his character is also kind of a...
it's true.
Kind of a dick.
Kind of a dick, yeah. He's kind of a dick. Yeah.
All right.
So anyways, but it's good. The third season is very good. So
There's not been enough Detmer and Owosakun. I think they've taken a huge sidebar to make room for the whole, for the family story, as it were. And I hope they get more in the second half.
They seem to have made them more,
because they only finally gave them some stuff to do fucking last season.
Yeah. Yep. But they seem to have. They promoted everybody, and now they seem to have given them little highlights here and there. Oops, I hit my mic. Sorry.
Are they still in the 30th century?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they're 1,000 years in the future.
I did.
From regular Star Trek.
So when Saru came
the
back,
33rd.
It's I think it's the 32nd, 33rd century.
So one thing that kind of was like, okay, I see what you're doing here. So when Saru came back, he was the captain, and
he
took
trying to
took a break.
tap that Vulcan ass.
Yeah, well, there's that. But then, this is a very minor thing. So he's a captain, and then Shaniqua took as the captain,
and then Michael is a captain.
Michael's the captain. So now you have two captains, and they're like, "Oh, what should we call you, Saru?" And she's like, "How about Mister?" Okay, all right. Because on Star Trek, the movies, well, it wasn't until the movies when Kirk and Spock were both captains, they referred to Spock as Mr. Spock.
Mr. Spock was Mr. Spock the whole time.
He was.
Because he was never a commander in the original series.
Yes,
he was the first officer, and he was a science officer, but he was not.
They didn't give him a rank.
He was not a rank
necessarily.
because he was still back when the original series was airing. I think part of the whole Vulcan
exchange program.
basically.
Yeah.
He was not a commander until later. It was retconned and then put into the movies.
Yep.
Was it? Because he had stripes on his sleeves and his uniform, and he was commander.
Everyone had stripes on their sleeves.
But they just called him Mr. Spock.
Yeah.
Right, but but the stripes on their sleeves were their rank.
Right, but everyone had stripes on their sleeves. How many of them actually matched up to the correct rank?
I'm pretty sure they changed a few times. throughout
Yeah,
the series.
I
One-
know Kirk's did. Twice.
Other than no, well, when he became when the mirror universe, yes, and then in the pilot episode, yes. But otherwise, it was a circle with dashes and then another circle.
Was it a circle or was it a ribbon?
It's a
I'm
ribbon.
seeing
Yeah.
I'm seeing two stripes of lacy waves.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's the rank of commander.
Is it?
Yep.
Because I'm pretty sure Scotty also had fucking.
Scotty was either that or he had the dashes, which would be lieutenant commander.
But
Either way, at no point did they call him commander.
no.
No, they didn't. They did not refer to him as commander. But, anyways,
That got really reverby.
it just kind of was like, how about Mr. Saru? And I was just kind of like, why don't you just call him Saru? Why does it have to be Mr. Saru?
Because they're making a fun joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Maybe.
it's about respect, Nick.
Right. Well, I suppose Spock was is her brother.
Sure. It's not like she knows anything about what
Air
he
quotes.
did, though.
Why was George Takei so fucking yoked? What a thirst trap.
Right?
Oh, back in the day. Sorry.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, my brain went, you mean like now? Because that would be neat.
No,
Good for
'cause
him.
I'm trying to check all their damn uniforms, and pictures are hard.
Yeah. Especially when you keep popping up that Mr. Sulu fencing scene.
Well, I'm putting in the character and then TOS, and
Oh, yeah. And
Oh,
like the
yeah.
first picture that pops up for Mr. Sulu is the shirtless fencing scene.
So he looks that up.
Yeah.
A couple little trailers that came out.
early Kirk just had two weird stripies, and then later he had
Early Kirk first episode, pilot episode Kirk, or Shatner Kirk?
I would say just first season Kirk, because it did go through some changes, but then he gets later like a Brady looking thing with not quite dashes, but all sort of dashes, because they don't look quite like Scotty's dashes. All I'm saying is it's changed a few times.
Yeah.
Star Trek. Oh, well, it was 3 seasons. No, 1 season?
3 seasons.
3 seasons. That was
Three
right, yeah.
seasons.
66 to 68.
Yeah.
9.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Of course it did.
So the boys dropped a trailer.
Oh, did they?
Did they?
No, they didn't.
Oh.
It was a 3-second.
It was just him and it was Homelander and Starlight. There was applause and they were smiling. There was like camera flashes, and then it zooms in on Homelander's face as his smile kind of turns into like a, and then
Right.
it ended, and that was it.
Oh, that's it? Oh, okay.
And then there's a delightful commercial after.
There is a delightful commercial with the deep selling liquid death, and it's awesome.
okay. Yep.
It's fucking. It was way better than the quote unquote trailer was.
Right.
But literally no scenes of Jensen
No.
Ackles is...
No.
Not a scene of anyone doing anything.
Nope. Nope, not a fucking thing.
Except for fucking Mommy Milker's boy and Perfect Angel, and then she sort of gets cropped out of it anyway.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. And then we got the Fresh Prince.
We got a trailer for the Fresh Prince, which I believe is just called Bel Air.
Correct.
I didn't see this.
It just dropped like an hour ago. Or so.
Oh, okay.
This show is not going to be funny.
No.
Oh, that's
It
fine.
is serious business.
Cool.
It is a very in-depth drama
Yep.
I'm excited.
about the black people in the rich community.
Yeah, I'm excited about this.
Yeah, it's
That sounds like something I want to watch.
it's going to be pretty epic.
And of
Yeah.
course, the internet's already up in arms because Uncle Phil is not big.
Oh, really?
And Aunt Vivian is just too fine.
Yeah.
Aunt Vivian was quite fine both times before too, though.
That's true.
More so the first time, but that's fine.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, She's. I mean, she's. Oh, why am I blanking? She's hotter than Hillary.
Yeah.
Oh.
Way hotter.
Way hotter than Hillary.
That seems incorrect.
And Carlton,
looks younger.
Carlton seems like he's going to be cool.
Yeah.
It seems like he's going to be cool in this one. Like he's still short as shit.
Like nerdy chic. Very nerdy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it kind of feels like he's the cock of the walk at his school.
And then Kevin and I watched it, and I said after, I go, it's kind of like they took the 90s Will Smith from the show and dropped him into this version. And the 90s, everything he did, because he's doing exactly the same shit he did, turn his jacket inside out, wearing his hat, tennis shoes with his school uniform, which was cool when he did it in the 90s, but now he dropped him into the, nowadays, and they're like, well, who is this fucking freak?
It's like if you've ever seen 21 Jump Street, the Jonah Hill Channing Tatum one, where like
not.
Channing Tatum comes in, he's got the one strap backpack on. He's like, you can't wear it on both shoulders, man. It's uncool. You got to do the one. And all the kids are wearing two strap shoulder backpacks, and and Jonah Hill's like, I can't do it, man. I'm going to the two. And then he just starts walking all Jonah Hilly, and but also. Maybe see 21 Jump Street. It's a lot better than you think it would be.
Yeah.
Like I went into that going, here we go. And I came out of it going, what the fuck? That was good.
It was very good. And what's her...
Brie Larson is in it.
She is. The other
in
blonde,
a very questionable relationship with Jonah Hill's character.
Right? The blonde girl that's in it, the roommate, or is that the second one?
That it sounds like it must be the second one. I never saw 22 Jump Street.
Okay,
because there was no roommate situation besides.
Okay. So it wasn't that's right, because it was the Ice Cube's daughter that he was dating.
Yeah,
that was the second one.
Yeah,
Never mind.
Definitely wasn't the first.
The second one was okay. It had its moments.
I mean, Ice Cube has the best line in the first one, and that's "Leave Korean Jesus alone." He's got Korean shit to worry about.
There are some
what.
Watch it, dude.
I don't think I want to.
You should. No, it's because they're like undercover headquarters in an old like abandoned Korean church.
Yeah.
Oh,
and of course when they move in the second one, the address changes to 22 Jump Street.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, because they have to move for reasons. The second one. Just watch it if you have nothing better to watch. That's the only way I can describe that one.
Sure.
Anything else we need to, before we move to Nerd Grabs and then to our couples massage?
Yeah.
Yeah? No? Okay.
Yeah.
Should we do Nerd Grabs since Christmas was just happened?
Oh, my goodness.
90 days ago?
And my birthday.
Oh, that's right. You had a birthday.
Yes, thank you for remembering.
Hey, I had to work, motherfucker. What do you want from me?
I'm kidding. Just fucking with both of you.
Yeah. So, and then I had actually, true story. I was supposed to work, and then I had a COVID exposure.
Oh.
A very close COVID exposure, and that's what you get for kissing girls.
That's what you get.
My mom always told me kissing girls would be bad. I was kissing a girl, and she ended up having COVID, and she's like, hey, since we were kissing...
Oh, you actually were kissing a girl?
Yes. Why do you sound surprised by this?
I don't know. That's a really good question. I'm not
You've
sure.
been in a bit of a dry spell.
I didn't want to say that.
Yes.
That's what I was thinking, but I didn't have the heart to say it.
Smooching with a girl, and
then
she's like,
gave
I
you a
got
fucking STD.
COVID. Yeah. I got COVID. And I'm like, great.
Better than chlamydia, I guess.
But I've taken...
Maybe?
I've taken 4. I took a home test that day.
If you're listening, sorry.
Took a quick test the next day. All were negative, and then I took 2 more tests right before Christmas because my mom.
Sure.
One from another quick home test, and then one from the actual hospital. All negative, so I'm good. No COVID. But anyways, so I wasn't going to come to your birthday party. I was
that's okay.
I was like, I could go to Robb's. No, nope, shouldn't. Nope.
No, you shouldn't.
Even though I'm negative, I'm like.
But in defense of chlamydia, it's
true.
not going to kill you.
That's true. I mean, of all of them, chlamydia, you just take a 1,000 milligrams of fucking azithromycin, and you're good to go.
I know.
Awkward silence.
Good stuff.
So, Nerd Grabs.
Fuck. Yeah. Okay, so I had a birthday, and I'll start there.
Happy birthday.
And I'll do it very quickly. For my birthday, we actually ended up going go-karting at this place
Pictures
in
looked very
Burnsville. And you guys, go-karting's super fun. We need to go together because I think you and I would have just a fucking... You would have a blasty blast, my friend.
I'm going to be very honest. The last time I went go-karting did not go very well. My size was a bit of an impediment to that.
We can wait a little bit.
I left not feeling good. But yes, after certain events that are happening very soon, that would be lovely.
Yeah.
I cracked my ribs last time I went.
So we had a friend who actually, like, the last race came around, and 2 laps in, he pulled in and just dropped out of the race, and we found out afterwards that he's like, I think I bruised a couple of ribs. And we're like, oh no!
It's the way those seats wrap around you.
Well, yeah,
and
but I mean,
it's right at your ribs. And then my friend was playing fucking NASCAR with it, and he's like, Robin's racing, and fucking hit me into the wall, and I hit pretty hard, and that cracked a couple ribs.
Oh,
anyway.
That's annoying. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah. I was certainly one of the more aggressive drivers, and I paid for it.
Yeah.
But
I would go again, though.
Yeah.
The place is fun.
It's a lot of fun. I very much enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun. And coming up here, if I decide to take the jump on it, we might have to record on days other than Wednesdays. That's when their league night is. Yeah.
League night.
Yeah. Fuck bowling, man. Let's go go-karting.
I haven't gone bowling in a long time.
I haven't either.
Probably because there's been a pandemic.
Probably was the last time I went bowling. It was probably my birthday party. 2018.
But yeah, we all went go-karting. A bunch of us dressed up in silly little costumes. Our friend Eric did a Wario cosplay.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
You're lightly salty.
Yeah, a little bit.
I see.
I thought 2018 was laser tag.
Wasn't 2018
Wasn't that Elite 6?
No, that was 2019.
No, that was not 2019.
Or 2017.
Maybe 2017.
Because 2018, I was still dating Izzy.
Yeah, because
she was there.
when we went, I was still dating Crystal.
Till Elite 6?
Yeah.
So it had to be 2017.
Maybe.
So
Anyway.
So go-karting.
Yeah, so
So boogie boarding.
go-karting is a lot of fun. So they said I bought a group package so that we would have a set amount of races. So we had a qualifying heat that set up your first positions on the grid, and then it was two 12-lap heats and then a 20-lap feature race. So I went out with the first group on the qualifying heat, and I watched Formula One. So I understood that I needed a clear path to set a good qualifying lap.
Robin is racing.
Taking
another left turn.
That's why I like Formula One. There's more than left turns.
It's a true story.
Yeah. So like, it was fun because everyone else in my heat was just going around following the leader, and I would like pull off to the side and just wait for them to just sort of pass me and get up the road a little bit, and then I would gun it through the start finish line so that like I was already at a pretty high speed as I was going through, so that I could come around the turns and come back and like in that qualifying
He
heat.
sounds like that cocky ass hair from that old story.
Yeah.
I just pull over to the side, take a little nap, wait for everyone to catch up.
It's a little bit, yeah. It's a little bit like that. Don't worry, it ends similarly. I'll get
hope
there.
so. Thank God.
So at the end of the qualifying heat, everyone in my heat was 4 seconds behind me. And then the rest of our group came in and did their qualifying heat. Out of everyone, I was because they all watched me. Yeah, because they all watched me and what I was doing and how I was getting fast laps. They went, okay, as a group, we're doing that. Okay, cool. So there were 7 in that group. Out of that 7, I was better than one of them. So yeah, 6th. No, 7th. But yeah, like way low on the qualifying laps because they all watched me and went, "Oh, that's what we should do." But overall, it was a lot of fun. I did not place very high, but I wasn't trying to. I was trying to have fun, and I spun
After
out.
that.
After that, yeah. Yeah. Once I ate my very large slice of humble pie.
Good stuff.
Yeah. But yeah. No, it's I recommend it. Pro Kart Indoors in Burnsville if you're a fan or if you'd like to try go karting. You can also in the summer go to Pro Kart Indoors Maple Grove. Their setup is interesting because they have an indoor track, but once the nice summer months come around, they open up their bay doors and their track doubles.
I feel like I've driven by that place.
Yeah. I'm excited to go try that in the springtime. So, and then Christmas came around and I got a bunch of presents. I got some records and I got a book, some gift cards. You got anything super, super cool? I know I got like some bags for foraging that Joanna got me. I got a Fall Out Boy vinyl.
Nice.
Yeah. And I'm sure I'm missing something, but I can't remember right now, and I don't want to take up everyone's time. So, yeah.
I got a lamp.
A lamp.
Was it a leg lamp?
No.
Oh.
Was it a C-3PO lamp?
Nope.
Darth Vader lamp.
Nope.
Lightsaber lamp.
You're going in the wrong direction.
An Enterprise lamp.
Think older.
An Enterprise 1701.
He was closer with the whole Disney shtick. Think older.
A Mickey Mouse head.
No.
Oh.
Think older.
Disney, older.
A lamp.
Oh. Oh.
Like
You
an
got
Aladdin lamp.
Aladdin's lamp?
Well, it's ceramic.
Okay.
Nice.
And it's heavy.
Sure.
But it's an old.
It has a whole ass genie in there. Of course it's heavy.
it doesn't, and I'm pissed.
You've been rubbing it for a long time and nothing's come
and
out.
I have all these years of practice.
Right?
Okay.
Stroke it a different way.
Okay, now the subtlety's dead. But yeah, I got my mom got me this. She always gets me like weird, kitschy, decorative things, and that was this year's entry was the fucking oil lamp.
Okay.
So now I got to figure out what kind of oil you're supposed to put in it because it's got like the wick still and everything.
Oh, it's like legit.
Yeah,
Wow.
That's neat.
Interesting.
very interesting. And then otherwise, it was a very Star Wars Christmas for Kevin.
What a surprise.
Got some Star Wars Legos, including the Darth Vader helmet that Saber and I put together. It was very fun.
I like
Yeah.
my comment.
Yeah, it was cool. And I got these blueprints.
Yeah.
For
Oh, I
like
saw
different
those.
for like different ships
Yeah.
and like parts of stations and stuff
That's
like that.
fucking cool.
Yeah, it is very cool. And then some clothes and
Yeah.
and shit like that.
Clothes, yes. I got some super neat sort of 50s style Art Deco button-up T-shirts that Joanna found me that are super like very much 50s barbecue dad, and it's totally my fucking style. I know who I am. Like
I got a shirt that looks kind of like a biker shirt, but it's Sons of Alderaan,
nice.
Nice.
and it says Rebel Scum across it.
Yes.
fucking legit.
It's cool. It's cool. But yeah, lots of Star Wars shit.
Nice.
And, you know me, I couldn't be happier about that. So
No, that's fair.
A couple gift cards too, like AMC, and which I'm sure I'll be able to use at some point.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
because the Kingsman finally came out after 19 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I haven't seen that yet. And the fucking 355 just came out.
Yeah, it did.
And I
looks
want to
good.
see that. Fuck me, I guess.
Yeah.
Whatever. But Saber and I have found out that we really enjoy building Legos together.
Oh,
since
cool.
We did the Lego floral bouquet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then we did Darth Vader's helmet. So now we're looking for more things to do. We're probably going to get another helmet. I think Boba Fett's now that he's cool. And then I've been looking at like the micro fighters because you can get like these 2-packs. Like one's like an A-wing and one is like Kylo Ren's TIE Interceptor, and then another one is like the T-16 Skyhopper with like a bantha. And I think those are adorable, so I think maybe we'll do those ones too.
Yeah.
Very nice. In case people are curious, I made a comment on Kevin's post when they were building it, the Vader helmet, that I said they should really put like a Lego skull and face that you have to build inside of the helmet instead of whatever the
circuitry kind of looking things that you build inside of it. Yeah.
Oh, was my turn? You done?
Yeah. Your turn. I'm sorry, I went fast.
Did you?
I went faster than normal.
Yeah. Ding, 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 ding. My Christmas was good. I didn't get a lot. First year, I didn't get clothes, which was weird, I guess, but I was kind of happy about not getting clothes. Speaking of niche things that your mom buys you, my mom did the same thing, and she bought me like this decanter, but it's kind of like angled, and it's kind of like a big globe, and there's a like glass pirate ship in the middle of it, and it came with 3 glasses that are etched with like a globe. So that's kind of cool, but it's kind of angled, which is cool. I haven't put any booze in it yet, but I'm sure I'll put Jameson in it. I know, shocking. So I got that. I got finally got a good set of kitchen cooking knives, which are self-sharpening, which I'm excited about. So there's that, and I got this little thing from my brother.
This is very cool. I dig this.
It's a Star Trek model ship. It's kind of like die-cast metal and plastic, and it's the
USS Gagarin.
Gagarin, yep. And it's from Star Trek Online. And these, I think I found these on Amazon. It had to be Amazon. But there's a whole collection of them, and I wish I could tell you what the name of the collection was from. But they're official, licensed from CBS Studios and stuff. But they have all sorts of ships you can buy. And they're, I don't know, maybe about 4 inches in length, depending on the ship, I guess. But like the perfect collectible size without being too overly big or too small. So.
Yay, so am I. Sorry. Had to be done.
It'd be cool if you could find a company that will do like custom versions of these ships,
Right.
to like match your ship.
The ship that you have in Star
the
Trek
game.
Online. Yeah, that would be great because then
they did something with that with World of Warcraft characters a while
that's
back.
right, they did, didn't
where they
they?
would 3D print your you send them your character like information and they will 3D print your character.
That's fucking cool.
It was fucking cool, except it was also sort of like a daunting task because it's like, all right, well, shit, now you have to find armor that doesn't look fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Did they color it for you as well?
Yeah, color and everything.
Damn.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Actually, I could probably just repaint the if I get the Akira class one, because I'm still on the Akira class on the online game. I could just probably repaint that, but I won't. So that was it. Trying to think what else I got.
I think I'm in a heavily modified Intrepid class.
There you go. Oh, and I got some. This is kind of cool for my other brother and my sister-in-law. Got a bag for my motorcycle, but it's kind of like a backpack, but it's like weatherproof, and so you could like shove it full of clothes, like a 3-day clothing thing, and I could just attach it to my motorcycle in the back seat. So if I want to take it like a 3-day weekend trip up to Duluth and not have to carry luggage, it's great. I can do that now, which I'm super excited about. That was about it. I decided I'm going to get a new tattoo. So appointment's already set with Luke.
Cool.
And I decided I'm going to Jamaica for my birthday. So
Nice.
My birthday, I will be in Jamaica, sitting on a beach, doing nothing except for getting drunk.
On rum?
Every single post while you're in Jamaica, like every photo you post, I'm going to comment, Jamaican me crazy.
I'm going to challenge you.
That delights me.
Every single one.
I'm going to challenge you on that one.
Okay. Yeah, he's not going to post once.
Oh, I know. Oh, no. So if you by all means, please do it. But I want a different, like Jamaican themed photo with it. Like you can't just use like the guys from Cool Running, you know.
Oh, I was literally just going to Jamaican.
No, he's just going to type out Jamaican me crazy.
I know, but I want a meme like photo with like put it at the bottom of the photo. You know what I mean? Like so you have to.
You don't get to change his joke.
I'm challenge. It's a challenge.
I think I could do that. I just have to make sure it doesn't go. racist.
Yeah,
No.
that's where
tropical theme. With tropical theme.
I was trying to be funny about it, but yeah, like that's where I was.
And you could use
sitting,
like,
too.
well, I'm not going to give you any suggestions.
Frame by frame from Cool Runnings, just making me crazy over every frame from the movie.
Yeah. Yes.
So tropical theme, Jamaican me crazy memes on the post.
I see pride. I see power. I see a badass mother who's Jamaican me crazy.
Oh.
Well, you're welcome.
I could have
Had
made
fun with the mics on that one.
I could have made it worse and said like Star Wars theme Jamaican me crazy.
No, that's just mean.
So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm not going to. I also bought myself scuba diving classes. So I'm going to get scuba certified when I'm in Jamaica.
Dope.
So,
Nice.
yeah. So I did that.
How long are you going to be there? Does that take a hot minute?
5 days. But I'm taking all the certification classes here. I'm doing all the stuff here.
You made it sound like you're going to take the scuba certification down there.
Sorry.
I'm like, you have time for that?
They can do it in 2 days, but it takes 2 full days. So no, I'm doing all the stuff up here. Actually, this coming up weekend, I will be doing my pool stuff, and then they'll give me a letter, and then I can just go to Jamaica and go, here's my letter, and then go, okay, let's do your dive, and then you do your dive, and then you're done. And you're certified.
And you die.
Well, I like on the online learning stuff, it makes it seem like they're like, if you have any sinus pressure, you could die.
Cool.
If you have high blood pressure, you could die.
Oh, cool. I'll die then.
Oh, me too.
And I'm dead.
Yeah. Well, I got a note from my doctor saying
When's
I'm
your
good.
birthday?
23rd of February.
Oh,
I'll be gone the 22nd through the 26th.
okay.
I was hoping he was going like a little bit later because we probably could go, but it's too soon.
Yeah.
Well, in March, I'm going to go to New York for a few days, too. Because I have that stupid travel voucher that I have to fucking use.
I was hoping I was going to be going to New York, but I guess fucking not, since I never got a call back about this interview where they said, and I quote, we'll call you either way. Fucking liars.
For a job in New York?
No, but the training would have been in New York. So I would have flown out there for a week to train.
Nice.
All expenses paid, baby.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah.
I'll be going to Arizona over
boring.
the second weekend of February
My condolences.
Exactly.
for the Arizona Renaissance Festival.
Worser.
Doesn't sound any better. Arizona's like the most
Wow.
racist state in the nation.
I have lots of friends there, but
I do too. I have a ton of friends
Like,
in Arizona.
fuck me, I guess.
Dick. I have family there.
Real excited to see my Texan Casanova, but fuck, I guess not.
The tattoo's planned for after both my trips. So it's at the end of March. I'll get the new one. Because I was talking to Luke. I'm like, could I get it before Jamaica? He's like, no. I'm like, okay. So.
Oh yeah, you're going in the ocean. You absolutely should get a tattoo right before
Well, I
you
was
go.
going to get it like
ocean.
at the beginning of February or like end of January so it would have enough time to heal. And he was like, no.
No, that's not enough.
Too much
yeah.
much direct sun.
Yeah.
So.
I have that problem too.
Let's move on to our goddamn.
Yep.
We're running so late.
We are.
Well, we're running late because somebody else was late.
Yeah, Kevin.
Jesus. And that was actually what tipped me off. That I'm like, I don't know if Rob realizes we were doing it today because I got here and it was like 6:34. And I'm like, I never beat him when I'm running a few minutes behind.
Yeah.
Something's wrong here.
That's
But then again, I was giving it a few minutes because it is snowy and shitty still, and
Yeah. And I have the anxieties.
and you have to drive that little beep beep from Minneapolis to here. So
Yeah. But yeah, no, it just completely escaped my brain. Like even this morning, I was like, man, I wonder when we're going to record this week.
If you just would look back on your conversation.
Because I didn't even think we had the conversation. That's the problem.
6 lights ago.
You were the one that suggested Monday.
No, I'm not. Actually,
Yes, you are.
No, I think it was you.
it was you.
You said you were free Monday. Anyways, so moving on.
Oh no!
Again,
People are going to want to know who's right.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, no.
I want to get through this while you look it up. So again, after this, we're going to do a couples massage for first couple episodes of Boba Fett and for Hawkeye, and we have an answer.
It was you.
It was you. I
whatever.
just said Monday is good for me, and then completely forgot.
Because you said Monday would be the next day I'm available. Rob said Monday is good for me. Rainbow emoji. Perhaps we'll trick the gods of the movie theater so they'll release after we think we recorded. I said Monday works for me also. And yeah, fingers crossed. Rainbow emoji.
I'm the producer. I say you're both wrong.
No, you're the producer. You can cut it so that we're both wrong.
Absolutely, I can.
Alternative facts up in this bitch.
Yeah.
Make you say whatever I want to. Which in Prodigy, speaking of cutting voices,
I suck penis.
the new episode of Prodigy. Anybody? You see it?
Nope.
No.
I watched the first couple episodes. It wasn't for me.
Well, they had some. Speaking of Spock, they had Spock and Uhura and Scotty, and they used their voices from old episodes
Oh, neat.
and the movies.
Cool.
Yeah, but they did not do a good job of mixing them because you can tell that they are cut audio, and it's horrible.
Hey, I'm so ready to watch it now.
Guess they didn't have that
sounds
Rise
great.
of Skywalker money.
No,
Yeah.
no. I'm
Yes.
just like I'm watching this. I'm like, with all the technology, are you fucking kidding me? Really? This is what we get?
Who have they brought back from the dead for stupid commercials?
It was
Right.
to be fair, he was on the holodeck. So
It's also important to mention that, like, remember Alec Guinness returned for Force Awakens.
for one barely heard line,
It was still him.
it was still him because they did better.
And Rise of Skywalker.
Oh yeah, that's right. And Rise of Skywalker. I forgot about that.
So yeah, there was that. All right, so this has been Best Threesome Ever. Stay tuned for a couples massage. This has been episode 143, brought to you by Heroic Goods and Games and Jaybird Wines. I'm Nick.
I'm Rob.
I'm Kevin.
And we will see you shortly, or we'll see you next time. See you, bye. All right, welcome back. This is our couples massage for the first couple episodes of Boba Fett and Hawkeye. So we'll start with Boba Fett since it's only a couple of episodes, and then we'll move to the full
breadth
of Hawkeye for the
and
last
width
half.
and girth of
This is
Hawkeye.
retroactive, by the way. Every time Nick says Bubba Fett, take a drink.
Boba
Yes.
Fett, Boba Fett, Booba Fett.
Hey,
That'd be
Nick.
the porn version name, right?
Nick, I just want to point out who said that.
I don't care.
But more important,
Booba Fett?
no, never mind. It's fine.
I'll take Bo-Katan for 100.
It's fine. It's fine. I was pointing out that I was not clarifying him on on how to say something.
But it's been said both ways, so really, I mean, meh. So anyway, it's first couple episodes.
The first one was interesting.
Yeah.
I had a couple theories about the it was so first of all, the first episode was Mortal Kombat. It had Lin Kuei ninjas.
Yep.
It had Goro.
Uh-huh.
It had Cabal. It was Mortal Kombat.
No, that's fair.
And
Accurate.
but I had an idea of who the Lin Kuei ninjas were. I thought they were the Crimson Dawn. They weren't. I was a little sad. It's fine. Interesting setup episode.
Yeah. So it's been posted, and I think I didn't think I know.
Well, this is episode 2 you're about to talk about.
Oh, that's right. Okay, never mind. No, it was episode 1 where they show how he got out of the.
Oh yeah,
That was episode 1.
Was it?
Yep.
yeah. It was episode 1.
So 9 years ago on
Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec, Patton Oswalt, who's a huge nerd, by the way, if you didn't already know that, especially for Star Wars.
But has been defending Dave Chappelle lately. But anyways,
So he ranted, and if you remember the episode, I'm not going to explain the episode, but he was ranting and filibustering for the thing, but explaining Boba Fett and how he got out of the Sarlacc pit and described it almost frame by frame.
It wasn't almost frame by frame. It was frame by frame, and you will never convince me that wasn't done on purpose.
right?
It had
Agreed.
It had to have been.
But I'm curious because I was trying to remember in the comic book or in the book version when they talk about how he got out. I don't remember because I don't remember a lot of things I read. If that's how they described him getting out, and that's where they got it from.
I'm not sure, but I'm willing to sing another rousing chorus of "The books aren't canon."
Well, they're not anymore, but they've also been slowly retconning the old book stuff into the movies.
A little bit.
A little bit, but like unless they do it specifically,
Cherry-picking it,
yeah,
And it's
fine.
Dave Filoni, so
Yeah, Thrawn is a thing now, and that's fine.
yeah. So they don't say they're not. I mean, I know they're not canon, but they
Right.
are slowly pulling them back. So if they were to
Some
do
of
that
them.
again, that would fall in line with what they've been doing.
And that would have been
And I don't remember what it was. If it was even close.
if it was one of the books, it probably would have been the Bounty Hunter Wars or the Bounty Wars or whatever
Yeah.
it was
Oh,
called.
sure.
And I think I have book one of that, so maybe I'll tear it open and find out. But yeah,
Okay, and if it was done on purpose, great, whatever.
but I mean, it was the timing was to the second
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
Patton Oswalt's
Yeah.
thing, and I refuse to believe that wasn't on purpose.
Right. No, that's fair.
and maybe give a little credit, shout out to Patton Oswalt for being such a huge Star Wars nerd. Who knows?
We got our very first, what I would consider to be a male Twi'lek thirst trap.
Oh, sure. Which one?
The guy, the buff
Oh,
Twi'lek
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
In the
not Rise of Bar.
in the Twi'lek house of
House
carnal,
Wars. The carnal pleasures.
Basically, the first place I would want to go if I get transported to Star Wars. To Tatooine, please.
to Mahata.
I would like to go to Mos Espa's House of Pleasures.
Yes.
Thank you.
Where is that Twi'lek whorehouse?
Yes, I would like to go to the Twi'lek Hooers. Thank you.
Now here's the pronunciation war that needs to be talked about.
It's Twi'lek.
Twi'lek, because you just said Twi'lek.
I know. I was doing it a bit.
Because that is how Carl Weathers,
Carl Weathers,
Grandpa,
Grandpa Shoosty Butt.
yeah. I'm trying to remember his character name. I just talked to him the other day, and,
Yeah.
and I said his character's name.
Mon something, right?
But he keeps saying Twi'lek, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
Either him or, I think he did, or Bill Burr's character. One or both of them has said Twi'lek.
It's for me. It's either Twi'lek or Twi'lek, and I think I'm in the minority when I say Twi'lek.
Not Twi'lek? Because that's how I've always said is Twi'lek.
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 Okay, so anyway, so moving on.
Worm hair.
Yeah, so we got
Twi'lek.
the thirst trap, and then
Several more thirst traps, and then fucking Matt Berry as another droid from in this post Jedi universe. So that gives us two actors from the IT crowd as droids, and I hope Matt Berry's droid is in every fucking episode because he's a goddamn delight. Because it's Matt goddamn Berry.
Sure.
right, and another unknown character that I'm sure will take off hugely was the big, awesome Wookiee bounty hunter badass. I'm sure he'll get his own series now.
Papa Kashyyyk. Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
I had weird, uncomfortable feelings about that Wookiee.
Yes, Kevin.
According to Wikipedia,
The pronunciation of Twi'lek.
is either Twi'lek or Twi'lek. Definitely not Twi'lek.
Interesting.
Cool.
So yes, I would absolutely go to the Terwilliger whorehouse.
The twins are from.
Did you also just think of Sideshow Bob? No. Okay.
Was it Rebels they were in? No. What? The Jabba the Hutt twins.
I think so.
Was it Rebels? No. Yeah, so we got them. So that was
So yeah, Jabba's cousins, a brother and sister combo. So we're on episode 2 now.
unless there's
I
episode
think so,
1 was
yeah.
just kind of a
Kind of a here's the universe now.
Yeah.
Okay.
That fucking Wookiee.
yeah.
He just yeah. Love him.
He's doing it for Kevin. And like right after the episode, Lee sent me a message saying, "Is this you?" And I'm like, "That's the nicest compliment anyone has ever given me."
Oh, yes. But like all of the beauty and wonderful things that happened with that Wookiee, the fucking costuming budget went all into that Wookiee because it sure didn't go into the fucking huts.
Well, they're mostly CG.
I know. It was not good CG in my opinion.
Yeah, it's kind of like
I think I'm also mimicking someone else's opinion of a friend of ours, Kyle. Yeah, Kyle Decker also agrees with me. That's when. I agree with him. It wasn't great. It wasn't great CGI for the huts, but
Well, I think a lot of their budget also probably went towards Lawrence of Arabia Tatooine.
yeah, that's true.
the
With just a
Prince of Persia.
with just a soupçon of Dune. But
little bit of Assassin's Creed.
I've kind of had a hard on for the Tusken Raiders since I was a kid. And
what they're doing to the Tusken Raiders is great.
and so seeing a lot of that lore, like behind like the gaffy stick, and really throwing in a lot of the Maori culture, into that whole thing. Beautiful. That whole thing, start to finish, was just a fucking ride. I did find out that the red
Maori. I'm not sure. I'm just as white as you are,
dude. Calm down.
No, it's okay. I just
Today on Best Threesome Ever, Rob tries to correct everybody's fucking pronunciation without knowing how it's actually pronounced himself. We'll continue after these messages by who gives a fucking shit.
it's fair.
I like how I'm assuming they're trying to establish that these Tusken Raiders might be like a different. I mean, Tusken Raiders as a whole, obviously, but like a different tribe because they look different than the Tusken Raiders we've seen before and we've seen in the past, which I absolutely is like cool. You know, they have different,
like they're different tribal sects.
Right. But they're
not all a monolithic species.
Correct.
Who communicate and do things differently from the others. Like the ones from The Mandalorian were all that kind of sign language. This one heavy-handed into the kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Right? But I did find out that Red Rodian was portrayed by Sam Witwer.
Oh.
Was it?
Yeah, who is the voice of Darth Maul in Solo and Rebels and the Clone Wars and stuff.
Nice. Poor Sammy.
I know he never on screen, always voices.
Yeah,
and I loved how, and also for I can't. I'm fucking the guy that plays Boba Fett.
Boobs McGee.
No.
Oh, Tamura Morrison.
That, in a way, he's bringing also some of his culture into the Tusken Raiders thing, where they had this big ceremony, and like you were saying, with the gaffy stick, and you have to forge it, and then it looks very much like which I'm sure it was modeled after to begin with Aboriginal tribe weapon, and so they brought some of that in, and they did this good whole ceremony, and they did this whole like he's accepted, and he's going to start the dance with the guy, and then everybody joins in saying you're part of it. Just fucking beautiful.
And it's a fucking haka.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The one with the kind of dreadlocky thing, girl.
Really? Mm-hmm. Huh. I think I kind of thought that. I don't know why, but yeah. But very cool, and also that they showed. It wasn't like somebody made it for him. It's like he brought you the stick, and here's this person, and I'm like, fine, I don't fucking do this. I'll show you, but.
Where do these black melons come from?
I don't know.
Do they just appear in the sand? Does somebody bury them? I need answers on these things.
I was thinking maybe they just grow under there.
But how? From what?
I don't know.
I have to imagine that they might be dewback poop.
Maybe.
Or something regurgitated out of like a dewback or something.
No, I agree.
Because they're
it's
like a gallstone or something.
Yeah, it's concentrated horned elephant poo.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
that has like a nourishing milk inside.
Yeah,
but somehow they just seem to randomly just dig for them.
Exactly, and but they're not attached to anything, and that's why I'm wondering if they're not like a regurgitation from an animal.
Maybe
specifically like the dewback or the
something they ate and
crate dragon.
There's a seed in there, and they makes this. Yeah, probably
because that makes no goddamn sense. How do they just start digging in the sand? And you'll find a perfectly sealed capsule of hydration.
Right. And I also loved how they did the whole like dressing ceremony, and that was very cool. When they did that, I thought, you're going to finally see what a Tusken Raider looks like without their. Nope.
I hope we never do.
I don't.
Yeah, same.
It'll ruin the magic.
Yep. Absolutely. I agree. 100%. I was like, we're going to see. Nope. Okay, good.
And see, and I was the same thing, but it was a we better not see.
And in case people didn't catch it, that was probably Tashi Station that he went to kill those biker gang.
Probably.
Sure, I suppose.
Because, and here's why, that guy...
There were hella power converters up in that bitch.
There sure were, but mainly that guy and that girl are reminiscent of a cutscene from Star Wars where Luke was actually at Tashi Station, and that was his best friend and his best friend's girl. Oh. And they're very much...
They're very similar.
Well, they couldn't obviously get the same
actors. Obviously couldn't get the same actors because that's 50 years ago. But
right,
yeah.
But they... Yep, and that's where he was talking to him.
45, but whatever.
And so that I'm kind of disappointed by Tashi Station because it was a little smaller than I thought it. But anyways,
it was about exactly the size I would assume it is. Actually,
I was thinking like a little bit bigger, not like a huge place, but like a little.
I love the idea that Tashi Station
like
is a dive bar.
Maybe saw like a corner of it. That could have just been like a little section of Tashi Station.
Maybe.
But yeah, so that was Tashi Station. Presumed Tashi Station.
Yeah. But that brings me to my favorite scene from that episode, which was the fucking train heist.
Train heist is pretty
It
cool.
was so cool.
Fucking Fast and Furious Dune Sea Drift. I loved it.
Right.
Well, and just like the whole, like you were saying with Dune, where it was like, oh, we're getting spice. Well, no, we're not.
Well, I mean, spice has been in Star Wars for a while now, but I still wholeheartedly believe that they just took that from fucking
Probably.
anyway.
Yeah, and they just happened to they're like, this is the fastest route, and we just started randomly shooting at Tusken Raiders because we just assumed that they were going to rob us. Or
Well, I mean, they probably would.
probably. Yeah. But had they though? Like if they would have said, oh, they robbed us in the past, so we're just trying to avoid.
Well, I think there is actually something in canon about why they would need to take a train because spice is illegal.
Yeah.
And so they can't just fly it in. They have to
Right.
They have to drop down to an off location and then
Zip it across.
Train is better than like 1,600 speeders. So
It's a true story. And then
That
the
makes
whole
sense.
the whole watching them train on the speeders, that was fun. I like that when he was trying to explain to them how to do it, and thought that was kind of cool.
I'm sure we're like a fish people in the desert.
Yeah, that made sense.
That's why they wore masks. I don't know.
Sure, we're fish.
They were. Whatever. I mean, they're the hammerheads in the desert too. So
Oh god, we got like full on Ithorian fucking like, and he spoke like they always do in the fucking comic books, and he had this little translator box. I was on cloud fucking 9. I love Ithorians. God damn.
Oh, the mayor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Holy shit.
the quote unquote hammerheads.
Holy shit balls.
Yeah. That was very cool.
I hear that calling them a hammerhead is at
rude.
least they've established in the games.
Rude.
Yeah,
Yes.
not
An
a,
insult.
it's mudblood basically.
Right.
Huh.
Right.
That was the nicest because it's made up.
Yeah.
That was the nicest simile I could.
It was very accurate.
I felt comfortable sharing.
Yeah. It was very accurate. Very good. Yeah, it's good. Is there something else? I forgot. Oh, I think that's it. I'm digging it though.
Yeah, there was a lot of backstory. So hopefully now we can get to the fucking point.
Yeah.
Like that was amazing, and I'm gonna call that probably one of the best episodes of a Star War I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
People are bitching about it online because they have their own opinions, and
So I'm. If the split continuity style continues, I don't know if I'm going to continue to be on board.
I don't think we need to. We're pretty much
But if we're-
about caught up. Like we're
But
almost,
if we're caught up, then cool.
yeah, we're almost to where he meets Mando anyway. So
Yeah.
I don't think they need to do that anymore. Plus, he's almost healed up. I don't think he needs to get back in the fucking
Bacta tank.
Bacta tank
Back to
anymore.
pod.
The Bacta tank, yeah. Bacta.
Was it a pod? I thought they called it a pod. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't, it doesn't matter.
They're called tanks in the game. Correcty McGee.
Healy boys.
And in the toys, when they had you could put
Right.
Luke in the tank, it was a tank. So whatever. Pods, tanks.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, it's fine.
Clip magazine. Who cares?
Nice.
Not wrong. Yeah, so far it's good. I'll keep watching for sure.
Can't wait to see where it goes. Especially once the plot shows up.
Right.
Well,
Well, they keep giving us a little bit of plot here and there.
a little bit of teaser, yeah. he's just trying to take control and having a difficult time doing it.
And now between the mayor and the fucking Huts.
Right. He's going to have a fight. He's going to fight.
So fucking Hawkeye real quick.
Hawkeye real quick. Yeah, the last few episodes. I'm going to ask you, the biggest bitch right now about it, right, is people are bitching about Kingpin's super strength. And I'm like...
You mean that thing he has in the comic books?
Yeah, I'm like, these are Marvel fans? I'm like, have you read a fucking story with Kingpin in it? Have you fucking seen anything other than what you've seen in...
His marginally higher strength in this television series sure beats his canon comic book power, which is the power of momentum. Yeah. Like, he's fucking Juggernaut, but not.
Right, and I was like, I've been waiting to see fucking Kingpin throw some shit around.
And, like, he had heightened strength in Daredevil.
Yeah.
But this is the first... But now they're just finally showing it. And who cares? He's got a Hawaiian shirt on. Maybe that's his fucking... Right. That's his power crystal, you know?
Right.
He puts on the Hawaiian shirt and he... Slow ride, take it easy, right in your face.
Right. Speaking of things to, like, bitch about, like, my legit gripe with this, and go with me on this one. So at the very end, they come to the fucking farm, and it's all beautiful and great and wonderful, and you have Jeremy Renner. You know, she's like, "Oh, what's my name?" Blah blah blah, and Jeremy Renner's like, "Oh, it's you should be named, or that's simple. You should be boom, cut to black, Hawkeye thing." Now, for me, I fucking just wanted I wanted Jeremy Renner to actually say it, to pass that torch, to pass the proverbial torch, instead of doing their trope that they've done before, where it's been cut to black. But
that's the thing they've done.
You know what, Nick? That's a legitimate gripe.
Fucking dick.
The splash across Hawkeye was him saying Hawkeye.
I know.
It was.
I agree. I know. It's just personally like I just wanted him to say it. I just wanted to hear Jeremy Renner say it. Just for once. Just give him that cookie. Give him that cookie. Give him that.
Stick it up your yeah.
Yeah.
But then
and she takes a glass of milk and then she has the cookie and the glass of milk together and it's beautiful.
I can't really.
That sure went a direction.
Sure did. Yeah. I don't know what direction.
But weirdly sensual.
But what I want out of the end was them to bring Yelena back to the farm, because Saber and I had even said, where is she? Where is she?
Yeah.
Because that would have been a glorious moment to kind of bring in that warmth out of the team. It's like, we know she's the new Black Widow. Fucking cut to the chase here.
Right. And
that's a terrible idea. Sorry, I'm dead now. So we had to re-record some of this, so I'm just doing the opposite of opinion of what I did before.
You're ruining the flow of the show. You don't even need to explain it. Speaking of Elena, has she not just been the most delight?
She's wonderful.
And every time I see her, I love her more and more. Like,
and I think the interplay between new Hawkeye and new Black Widow is very cool, and it's shifted a little bit from the old version,
because they very much set them up to be the new best friends.
Yeah, the new best friends,
starting with that stupid pot of macaroni and cheese.
Oh my
god,
hot sauce!
I love hot sauce. I put it on everything.
I just Florence Pugh can do no wrong in my book.
I do kind of hope that they phase out the Russian. Because she's not Russian and she's faking an accent, I just feel like it would be easier for her.
Well, they did it with Wanda.
Yeah.
So why not? And if she's supposed to be a super spy, it would be...
Exactly. She's a Black Widow. She should be...
She should be able to slip into an American accent pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Especially because she had one when she was a little girl, so...
yeah, that's right.
All right.
Sorry, my arm itches.
What do you think about the big reveal with the watch at the end? They made a big deal about it, and then all of a sudden at the end...
So as soon as she turned that watch over, it said 19. I looked straight at Saber and said, excuse me, is she Mockingbird now? And sure enough, yes, she fucking is. Which kind of uncanonizes Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
It does uncanonize Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., to which I say,
unless they're doing like a sort of a 007 kind of thing
where it's a title?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
Because maybe she was the first one long ago.
Yeah, because she might be retired.
Because she's definitely retired and clearly has been for a hot minute.
But still has connections.
So the title moved on.
Right. Might be. It might just be like a 007. It's just a moniker. It doesn't matter who has it, but you are that.
Well, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah. I was using a fun word like moniker. Yeah. It was on my day of the word calendar. So
Also, I knew
Classic.
like from episode 1, I was like, I'm pretty sure I know whose watch that is.
I
had it from like I shouldn't
was
say
my-
episode 1, like episode 3.
She was in my top 3, but after that one phone call that they had, and then she was
Yeah.
able to. I'm like, okay.
Like once she asked about the watch,
Yeah.
that was where I was like, yep,
Yeah.
it's you.
Why am I blanking? Who played her in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? Was that Palicki?
Yes, it
Thank
was
you.
Adrian Palicki,
Okay.
Yeah. I would have.
who was very good.
Yeah, she's fine.
Yeah,
She's all right and everything she
Because
does.
Yeah.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was running, supposed to be in the same timeline as your first Avengers movie. Right?
yeah.
Well,
Around-
right after.
Right after, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
But running congruently with Phase 2.
Yep.
Okay, yep.
It was supposed to be Marvel Television, and now it's.
Is it still
To be
on?
honest, I didn't really watch it.
I didn't
No,
either.
me neither. Is it still on? It's not still on.
No,
No, it ended
no, it's been off for a couple seasons now.
Okay. Yeah, I watched the first
2018.
few episodes, and then I was like, I can't.
It's I mean, the first season was pretty decent. The second season, as much as I love Kyle MacLachlan, it was rough. I love I love him in anything that he does because he is delightfully weird and quirky, and I'm here for it.
Which, of course, Ming-Na Wen also in there, so we have yet another Disney Dune connection.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, Hawkeye, it was well. I don't think they really ended it in a place where they could, I mean, other than now she has the moniker and we have a new Hawkeye. But for Jeremy Renner's Hawkeye, I don't think they really ended it. They didn't like end it to a point where it was like, oh, we definitely know what's going to happen to him next. Like they kind of left it blank.
Yeah.
What am I trying to say here?
I think they left it open for him to keep coming back if he wants,
Right.
which I'm fine with.
Kingpin's not dead, right?
No. Fuck no.
I don't know.
And
No.
that's the thing is they made it seem like he certainly could be.
Yeah.
But why would they pull him in officially just to get rid of him like that?
Right.
My bet
really
is,
good lawyer.
And
Yeah.
my bet is going to be on no, he's not, because that would be, in my opinion,
Who the hell is Echo going to go up against then?
Right.
In her spin-off series.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like
Echo,
it sure did see Echo's.
Fucking.
I here's the thing. It wasn't her series, so I understand, but boy, I do feel like they underutilized her. Just a little.
Yeah.
It's because all they had to do was set her up, establish her, make you give a shit.
Yeah.
And then we got other stuff to do.
Yeah, and she's got a spin-off show coming, so I'm not too worried about it.
Marvel Die Hard's already chock full.
Right.
Yeah.
He's not dead. There's no way he would die that. Somebody like that dying that easily? No. Nope.
know.
No. It would.
I don't-
If you
like,
want
I
to piss
don't
off
know.
Marvel fans, that's what you would do.
Oh,
You
that-
would
yeah.
kill him off.
No, I know.
Not like people get pissed off. It's stupid.
Can we talk about Tony Dalton as swordsman, though?
Oh yeah, he the old switcheroo on that boy.
Yeah.
and gosh, was he just? I'm helping.
And why was he
Look
wearing
at me. I'm Mandy Patinkin if he had stayed in shape. Like, that was amazing. I don't mean anything mean by it. I just mean, like,
And why was he wearing a sword with a suit?
who cares?
It was just like weird.
He looked cool.
and not really.
And
like,
then the LARPers.
Because he's a very good boy.
it just like a sword. It wasn't. Didn't even have a fucking sheath or anything. It was just like a sword in a little thing on this. What?
And he looked cool.
At least have a sheath. I think Lee will agree to me. At least have a fucking scabbard or something you put it in to protect your fucking blade. Every good swordsman knows that, right, Lee?
Yeah,
Lee?
wrap it before you tap it, guys.
Exactly. Because if you ding
So
that,
the LARPers were kind of fun, though. Like, especially towards the end there. Well,
Yes.
I'm not trying to...
no, I was
Sorry,
just going to
was
say if you ding that thing, you fucking might take the edge off your blade.
Oh, yeah.
But yes, the LARPers were delightful as
No,
well.
I love them in
professionals,
their,
guys. All right,
I
everybody else.
love them in their last scene, too, because they're like, clearly no respect. Let's get into the suits. And then even then, I
We're
was just like,
basically Avengers now. Which are there still Avengers?
I don't know.
At this point,
Because
I have no idea.
Because we're gonna, since we're already in a spoiler land, there's gonna be some Spider-Man spoilers being rehashed right here.
Oh, sure.
Because I've been thinking about a few things a lot since now that the awe has died down and the analytics have begun.
Oh, sure. And you're ruthlessly picking apart all of Spider-Man.
Where the fuck was the TVA?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, I think the TVA is already done at this point.
Well, and that's what I'm wondering if the
I
crack is happening at the same time as the shit at the end of Loki is happening.
I think Loki happens before this still, but nobody has the whole...
But I mean, it's also time, so it's taking place before it, after it, at the same time as it.
Yeah, during, in the middle of,
but I think that the crack is happening at the same time as all the other bullshit.
I think you're right.
That's my theory. But
then so is Wanda.
And then my other question is, and now I've lost it. Fuck. Help.
Okay,
Crack.
So are we still talking
Spider-Man.
about Loki?
We're talking about Spider-Man still.
TVA.
Multiverse stuff, or
I think so. Fuck.
Okay.
I just had it, and now it's gone. I hate my brain lately.
are we talking about 2 or 3?
No.
Okay.
Doctor Strange.
Are we talking about Doctor Strange?
Well, it had to do with. It had to do with this and then that. And God damn it.
This and then that. Oh, you mean Hawkeye and then that?
Yes.
So is Hawkeye happening at the same time then?
Oh no! So the Avengers. That was
good. I'm glad we got
my original
that.
point.
All right.
The Avengers is something I noticed is that Spider-Man, the MCU Spider-Man.
Sweet Bean Spider-Man.
Yeah, sweet little baby bean Spider-Man said he was part of a team.
Yeah. Oh, was.
Yeah, he used a lot of past tense about the Avengers.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Are they still...
So I'm wondering
Are
if
they gone?
that is
they
because
gone?
of his legal troubles or
Maybe. But
Well-
But like everybody knows who the fuck all of the other Avengers are. Who gives a shit?
yeah.
Like if anything, like him being revealed, he should have just been homeschooled and joined the Avengers full time.
Yeah.
But he didn't. He stayed at home and havoc was wreaked, and he said that I was part of the Avengers.
Yeah.
well, I because it happened so very quickly after Endgame that maybe they're just kind of in limbo, and he's not quite. Maybe he just kind of said, "Hey, I need to take a break from this for a little bit and catch up on my life and finish school to the
Yeah.
Avengers." And they were all like, "Okay, well, we'll reconvene here at a time that works for everybody."
Well, that's the thing. His last movie took place right after Endgame.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think Avengers...
But
have
then
been
again,
just-
this one does take place right after that. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
But I think the Avengers at this point are disbanded. Or at
Maybe.
least on hiatus.
well, according to the Accords, they're probably trying to figure out how this is all going to play into
yeah.
those.
Because that's why I'm not sure of the timeline with Loki here, is because even though this one is coming so late after everything, it takes place right after Homecoming, which takes place right after Endgame.
Yeah.
And speaking of all of that, we finally got to see, and speaking of Elena, we finally got to see what happens when people got blipped in Hawkeye.
Oh, yeah, in Hawkeye with Yelena.
We see what happens when people got blipped.
Yeah, where
And
she
that was-
like washes her face, gets dusted, and then comes right back and is in the same motion.
The return from the blip, you mean?
yeah, which we did see in WandaVision as well.
Did we?
Yeah, with
But not from like that
With
kind of
Ram- Monica.
perspective.
With Monica, yeah.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
kind of
yeah.
from that perspective.
kinda,
Yeah,
But this was like a real close up that you got to see.
Yeah, which was fun. I was like, oh. But like the way that Tom Holland described it in Endgame was like, oh, remember when I got all dusty and like he knew he was turning to dust? So
yeah.
maybe everybody had different experiences, like with Corona.
That's because his took a sweet ass time.
It
Yeah.
sure did.
His had the most dramatic effect.
Yeah, his had plotline fiat.
And then after I saw that, I started thinking about, okay, so let's think about all these people that reappeared. So the people that when they get dusted at the very, very end scene with Samuel L. and that helicopter that crashes into the building, those two helicopter pilots that blipped back to life.
The airplane paradox. Yes,
Would have
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many
back in the
people?
air.
How many people died from blipping right back to where they were in the air, but there's no longer an airplane there? Yeah.
Yeah, and then not only that, but then they fall, then they cause other.
Or a train, or
I hope they touch base on that.
or a boat, or yeah.
Or if it's just something you have to go, let's just say that Bruce was smart enough to when he snapped to have people snap back safely. I don't know.
I was gonna say, I hope he figured out to snap them back safely.
Bring them back safely. Maybe that's what his thing was.
Yeah, maybe.
Bring all the people that were blipped that were back safely. And
Just to come back real quick to Spider-Man, as a bit of meta-universe stuff, officially on the Marvel website now, there are 2 new Spider-Man. Friendly Neighborhood and Amazing. Not to get into... Well, we're all doing all sorts of spoilers right now. Toby is officially in the MCU as Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Love
and
it.
Andrew is officially the Amazing Spider-Man.
Perfect. Love
So-
it.
yeah, because
Cut,
they told him that he was amazing.
Well, yeah, but... Yeah. That's right, Nick.
They did. I'm not wrong.
I know you're not. But hilariously, I know why Toby is Friendly Neighborhood. Because of Spider-Man 1. When he first meets up with MJ and she goes, "Who are you?" And he goes, "You know who I am. Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man." And then thwips away.
Yeah, he was the first to say it.
Yeah, he was the first one to say it, so he's Friendly Neighborhood.
It was how his name was introduced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured.
Well, besides Bruce, but
Yeah.
like as his official hero moniker.
yeah.
Yes.
Human spider sucks.
So,
Can I go home now?
Yeah. Anything else with Hawkeye?
Hawk guy.
Hot guy.
Hot guy.
Hawk guy.
Hawking guy?
Hawk guy.
Hawking guy?
This is from the comics. Hawk guy.
Gotcha. I don't know the comics, sorry.
I've shown you guys
Yeah, he has.
this panel. The
I vaguely remember it too.
black guy, the paramedic, was he? Fireman? Cop?
I said
whatever he
I
was.
said I vaguely remember it.
Whatever he
Yeah.
was in the comics is like a big dumpy fat guy.
Oh,
And,
yeah,
and he keeps calling
yeah.
Hawkeye Hawk guy.
Yep.
He's like from MASH. Yeah, Hawk guy.
I remember you sending it. I don't remember the details, sorry. I don't.
Anyways, it was a great series. I thought it was a lot of fun. I like that it leaves the door open for Jeremy Renner to keep coming back if he wants to. Because good for him. He deserves it if he wants to come back.
And now the new Hawkeye has her woman in a chair, or the house, or wherever she happens to be at the time, because she was definitely Jeremy Renner's person in the chair.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, thank God they did name Pizza Dog Lucky. Because that was his name in the fucking comics was Lucky
Right.
the Pizza Dog, and I was losing my mind. I'm just like, his name's Lucky. His name's Lucky. Is this Mandela effect right now? Is that what's happening to me? I'm pretty sure his name is Luck. And then they say it at the end, I'm like, thank you.
Yeah.
So
I definitely enjoyed it. I probably will watch it again.
I think I'm going to go through all of them in another all the way through.
Yeah.
yeah, I think probably before Doctor Strange at this point.
Yeah.
I have a 5-hour flight to Jamaica, so
Well, you can get through some of it.
Yeah, then you can get through the first. You can get through WandaVision, I think.
yeah.
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 So, anyways, any other thoughts about Hawkeye?
Hawk guy.
Hawkeye.
Take that as no. All right. Well, this has been our couples. This has been our couples massage for Boba Fett and Hawkeye. Hope you enjoyed it. Let us know what you think. Let us know what your thoughts are. Do you agree with us? Disagree with us? Contact us on Instagram, Facebook, and
At our email, b3ecomments@gmail.com.
or on TikTok.
That's right, we're on TikTok. I keep forgetting
Go
that.
find us on TikTok. Best threesome ever. Episode 143. Here on Goods and Games. I'm Nick
I'm Rob.
Kevin.
and Jaybird Wines. We'll see you next time.
Spider-Man.
The views held here by the nerds of Best Threesome Ever do not directly reflect the views of nerds everywhere.